DPF on tap is where we chat. Got the mic and we're so glad. Talking ball and all we had. Never gonna leave you sad. Swinging hard, we take a shot. Every game we hit the spot. Fuck the Mets, we say it loud.
Hey everybody, welcome to DPF on Tap. This is episode 124. We got Chris, Mike, and myself here, and we also have Tyler from PBJ Gourmet. We'll be talking to him in a minute, but first we want to get to a couple of our sponsors. Jersey Sports Bar. This episode of DPF on Tap is brought to you by Jersey Sports Bar and Pizzeria. For great food, ice cold drinks, and every Phillies game being on the big screens, stop into Jersey's, tell them Drunk Phil's fan sent you, and cheer on the Phillies with us.
Hey, also, this episode of DPF on Tap is brought to you by Fishtown Iced Tea. Just remember, packed with vodka, tequila, rum, and triple sec at 9% ABV. It's a perfect drink for Philly season. Grab a can, drink responsibly. Let's go Phils.
And finally, nothing beats a summer day with great friends, Phillies baseball, like an ice-cold Trogs PA lager in your hands. Whether you're tailgating, watching at the bar, or hanging out at the DPF garage, make it a Trogs kind of day. Here's the beer, great baseball, and making memories. So we do have a special guest here, and Tyler from Gourmet PB&J, thank you for coming to the garage. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
So tell everyone what Gourmet PB&J is all about.
Well, at the Gourmet PB&J, I like to specialize in making the best PB&J that you're ever going to have, first of all, hands down. And also, it's all about the ingredients. It's really the key that makes it different. So anybody can go in their house and make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, true. But to make them the same way that I make them with the same ingredients, you're not going to be able to replicate it. So that's where the variance comes in, and why,
Okay.
So I got a little bit more of a
I
special
have
product.
Skippy here. They have soybean and cottonseed oil and hydrogenated vegetable oil. Is that
Can
in
you repeat
yours?
that one more time?
Hydrogenated vegetable oil.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
Don't
stuff in
do
there.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, nothing like that.
Carrageenan, sodium benzoate. Is any of that stuff in yours?
Does it sound like something you want to eat?
I don't know. No colorings. No.
I wouldn't eat that.
It's just
No, I make my own peanut butter, and I make it using organic peanuts.
wow.
That's it. Why add anything
crunchy.
else in there?
Yeah, so that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Where did the idea to start this come up with?
I think just eating crappy lunch all the time, and I wanted to give people a better option. But I think the whole thing really started with me just flipping up a PB&J and adding some strawberries that were about to turn one day, and I was like, let's see what happens here. I threw them on the sandwich, and from one thing to another, a couple years later, here we are, and it just builds from there.
When you first told people this idea, what was their general reaction?
Oh, it's still the same thing. They think I'm absolutely out of my mind. You're starting a gourmet PB&J business. What's wrong with you? I get that all the time.
Everyone that we talk to is excited about it, though. Like,
Honestly.
when you hear it, like, everyone has been excited. Like, I can't wait to try
Maybe that's
this.
just my own voice in my
We
head
all
telling
came to
me
the
that.
garage.
Yeah. So what makes your sandwiches different than PB&Js that other people would make, or something popular, Uncrustables? What's
All right. So again, my whole thing is to make PB&Js with the best ingredients that I can find. So when I say that, I mean the bread that I use for my sandwiches is made fresh daily, every day. It's made from an exclusive local bakery by me, the St. Peter's Bakery. They're actually the best. You can't find any better bread, and trust me, I've looked. And
That's
then
like a 10% discount right there.
we're working on promos for sure. But no, they're a great company to work with. They're exclusively my bread maker. But other than that, I make my own peanut butter, like I said.
Mhm.
And then all the other ingredients that I use don't have any palm oils. They have no seed oils. They have no dyes. They have no added BS that people shouldn't be eating. And that's kind of like the take on it, is to give somebody something that's indulgent, but also healthy in the same sense.
Okay. Now I'm hungry, and I want to, walk us through your signature sandwich, or did you bring any?
Yeah, I brought plenty, and
Okay.
we're going to get into that for sure.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you the one that's ordered most is the strawberry bonanza. And that is, again, the bread that was made fresh daily, my peanut butter, and I serve that with bananas, granola, blueberries, and strawberries, and then that gets hit with a honey drizzle and organic strawberry jelly. So it's phenomenal. If the sandwich is this thick, it's probably the one that's ordered most. And then I think the one that's probably ordered the least that people should probably start ordering more is the American Dream. And that thing's like eating an apple pie in between two pieces of fantastic bread with peanut butter. It's like unlike anything anybody's ever really seen or had before. It's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, when I was talking to you about the American Dream, I was like, Tyler, are you a wrestler fan? Like, is that because it's Cody Rhodes and his dad Dustin? You're like, no. It's just got apple pie in it.
No,
relax.
It's an apple pie twist. So all of the names kind of reminisce to what the sandwich actually is. I mean, there's the midnight jam. It's all dark berries with some dark chocolate. To me, it just kind of felt like a dark midnight, sandwich. So the midnight jam kind of all just came together.
Yep.
But no, they are all just spoofs of creativities of something that I've, thought of or made, out of a whim.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun.
I was wondering, the best seller you said is the strawberry
Bonanza, yeah.
Bonanza. What beer do you think would pair great with that?
See, I would
fans
think-
want to know.
I would think a wheat beer.
Okay.
I would think more of a sweet wheat beer would probably go well with almost any of them. But I mean, some of them are more chocolate based or have more of like a chocolate feel. So I would think those ones maybe you'd want to do like a stout or something.
So maybe like well crafted peanut butter stout.
Yeah, they have that.
They do.
Yeah, they do have some
It's
nice
very
peanut.
good.
They have some nice peanut butter beers, and they have some nice peanut butter whiskeys that I would actually say maybe you want to try if you're going to go the drinking route with one of these PB&Js.
We might actually have that back here. So we have live fans here. They are salivating. We have the guests are salivating.
Are we ready to start pulling some PB&Js out? Is that the deal?
I think it's
Is
a
that
good
the
time.
deal?
Like, it's a good time as any.
I'll
So
grab them up. It's cool.
So while you're doing that, I'll ask you a couple questions. How about that?
Sounds great.
Fantastic. So, what's the craziest, most creative sandwich you think you've ever made?
Well, I like when customers are ordering new things. So one of the menu items is called the dark straw mellow, and that's actually this vegan fluff that I use. It has no corn syrup, and again, it's potato starch, but it has strawberries topped with it and dark chocolate chunks and a dark chocolate drizzle. And that was something that somebody created or that somebody asked me to make, and I was like, you know what? I like the way this looks so much. I put it on the menu. So that happens a lot. And actually, somebody just had me make up some pretty good one. It was an apple and banana mix. But again, when you come up to the trailer, or if you want to order something and have it customized, it's no problem. I'll make whatever you guys want.
That's another good question. Like, how much experimentation goes into each kind of piece that goes on your menu?
So the reality of it is, that's the strawberry bonanza on multigrain. This is the midnight jam on white bread.
Midnight jam.
grab that, get it right on the camera.
Who likes walnuts and hazelnut spread? Anybody?
I'll do that.
Yeah, that's the chunky monkey.
Okay.
Who the chunky monkey?
All right.
I think we're going to be all splitting these up, but
Yeah, these are good.
want to make sure I get this on camera. So
Yeah.
this is
How about it?
how they come. And
I
then
got
if you,
dark straw mellow here available to try. And they're all available, so it doesn't matter which one you want to try.
My computer
Yeah.
keyboard right now.
so when Tyler first mentioned this, he's like, you're going to need some napkins, wet naps,
Oh yeah.
and a fork. And he is absolutely correct. So I'm going to take a bite, and then I'm going to hand it behind the, my wife is over here and is not on camera. No one likes to be seen eating, but especially a woman, but I don't
We're
care.
gonna try these live on air.
See how we did. That one's the midnight jam.
Midnight jam.
Chris has got the chunky monkey. What do you got over there?
I have
Come on.
the strawberry.
The strawberry bonanza.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably your messiest.
All over your hands?
Yeah, they're all
I love
messy.
it.
They're all messy.
Tyler, while we're snacking, you worked a lot of events. So which event kind of stands out like the most?
All right, so
what was the craziest event you ever did?
The craziest. Well, I've actually only been up for 5 months, so I haven't done too many events, and I'm only a weekend warrior, so my full-time job doesn't always let me get out too often. But the events that I've done so far, I've done a couple food truck festivals. I've done softball tournaments. I've done baseball tournaments. I've done hockey tournaments. I have done private parties. I've done a lot of things.
You're selling out. Like you're selling out. I see you need more bread sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
sometimes. Yeah, we're selling out. The thing's picking
That's
up.
awesome.
We had a couple shout outs. We had like an influencer do a review on us that worked really well. So it's happening. Things are popping off.
All right, so what's the funniest customer interaction that you've ever had? Like anyone that just was a little nutty. No pun intended.
So it's nice. There is some pun to be intended there, I think. The one guy that circumvenes at my hockey tournaments, he's real kook. He comes up, he brings his own container, and he brings his own like fork and everything. He brought his own little lunch tray. It was like, hey, can you make my sandwich in here? And the whole time I'm making it, he's like, this is an overpriced sandwich. He's just giving me a hard time about it. Just thought it was funny. But he was happy about it. He was just being funny. They're really not that overpriced.
I guess he hasn't heard the rule that you never mess with people who prepare
while they're making your food. Yeah, I know, especially not.
No.
No, I would never do such a thing.
All right, so if somebody never had one of your sandwiches, what's the one that you would tell them they had to have?
So I would absolutely. So everyone's so different. It's hard to narrow that question down to just one. Like, oh, you have to try this one.
It's this one.
It's a matter of what is it that you like.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. There's no wrong answer. Trust me, they are all phenomenal. It's a matter of either what you're in the mood for or what you think you like the most. And I've had people tell me that they absolutely hate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they come up and they try one of these things, and then they go back and buy 2 more. I've had people tell me that they don't like strawberries, they don't like bananas, they don't like this, they don't like walnuts. Then they try one of the sandwiches that is the Chunky Monkey that has nothing but walnuts and hazelnut peanut butter and all this other crazy. They try it and all of a sudden they love it. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow, I really like this. The whole point of these sandwiches is to put your palate into a multitude of variations, right? You're getting a sweet, you're getting a salty, you're getting a crunch, you're getting a soft from the bread, you're getting all these variables, and it's all coming together in one. So even if you don't like one particular item, it doesn't matter. You got to try it, because if you try it with all this other stuff in the sandwich and you load it together, it's like you're getting a whole different perspective on it. So, I mean, if you stop eating like you're 12 years old and you actually grow up and want to try new things, then that's what you do. You try new things. So it's completely unique. You're going to get a completely unique experience out of every sandwich.
Really quick, Drunk Flyers fans want to know if you have a Cooper Sharp version.
Ha!
So seriously though, for us entrepreneurs in the room and in the audience, so like, what's the most challenging part of starting this business?
Making the time. Everyone has their own life going on in front of them. I have 3 kids. I have another job. I have hockey that I play. I have friends. I have family. Everyone wants my attention. And for me to start a business, it's actually kind of ludicrous because I'm already spread thin as possible. And so this takes every waking minute. It takes up all of my free time. I have none. So I work 7 days a week. But I think it's worth it. It's fulfilling. My other corporate job isn't fulfilling. So my goal is to get out of that and, pursue this full time.
Jake wants to know if there's a fuck the Mets sandwich coming.
There definitely should be.
Maybe there's going to be.
Maybe there's going to be. I'll tell you what. When I do Christmas in July here, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a special.
All right. So our friend Sig wanted you to give Butcher what is your sloppiest sandwich?
The sloppiest sandwich?
Yeah. What would you say the one is like that's all over the place?
Well, you know what the problem is the strawberry bonanza that just has so much stuff in it. I stuff it with 3 sets of fruits. You know what I mean? Not just 1 or 2 like some of the other ones get. So that one tends to fall all over the place a little bit. But let me tell you, man, that's the one that hits the hardest. And like I said, that's also the one that sells out mostly. That's the one that everyone goes for. I don't know why, but that's what it is.
What advice would you give someone who like wants to get into business, whether it's the food business or not, knowing that you're newer, but what are some things that you learned maybe?
Surround yourself with good people, and don't be afraid to admit the fact that you don't know what the fuck you're doing, because you probably have no fucking clue what you're doing, and that's fine. But you surround yourself with people that do know what they're doing, or at least can guide you through those moments where you're feeling like you're in choppy water, and you'll get through it. And don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Just let it all out. That's the best thing I can tell you.
What's next for Gourmet PB&J? Like, kind of
A full-
any new menu items or future plans? Are you going to add any?
I'm trying to expand this thing as fast as possible. So I'm looking for a full-time spot and get a permanent crew hired, get full-time staff, and be on this thing 7 days a week, opposed to just the 2 or 3 that I can man it myself. So I'm growing. Like I said, I'm only at it for about 5 months, but the fact that I'm here is a big help.
Yeah.
The fact that I am getting a lot of attention is a big help. And the reason I'm getting so much attention is because it's something unique. It's something new.
Yeah.
And people are tired of the same old shit. They're tired of eating hot dogs. They're tired of eating cheesesteaks. They're tired of eating, you can say you're not, but the fact of the matter is, after you do it so many times, it's just over and over and over again. Here's something brand new. It's healthy, and it's unique. And again, I'll expand the menu. I already have ideas to make the thing bigger. It's just a matter of making the time and finding the space and everything else.
So the healthy part of it is something that's like important to me. Are you like thinking of like, I don't know, smoothies or what's something else that would go with this?
I got the slushy machine on the truck, and that thing's kicking ass. That thing just runs the whole entire time that I start. That's the first thing I do is I turn the slushy machine on at the beginning of the day, because that thing hits hard. I mean, people love it, especially in the heat. People love drinking their calories for some reason.
So are these separate ideas and separate things, the smoothies, or are you integrating your sandwich ideas? Is there a strawberry banana?
It's all the same. It's all the same. It's just whatever slushy I got kicking.
Okay.
But no, I'm going to do like fruit cups. I'm doing gluten-free bread and gluten-free wraps, because that's come up like a multitude of times already. I bought my first loaf of gluten-free bread the other day, and it sold out within 2 days. I sold 10 gluten-free sandwiches, which was fucking weird to me, but people that need that, have that sensitivity, need something, and I'm happy to give them an option.
Once you start moving, would you like jar your own peanut butter?
All right, that's definitely something that's not even something that's probably going to be happening within the next month.
Okay.
Yeah. I've already been eyeing that whole situation up, because everyone that tries the peanut butter that I make was like, I've had probably 10 or 15 people already just asked to buy peanut butter off me. So that happens.
That makes sense, because you could buy it off the shelves and get cottonseed oil and hydrogenated.
Yeah,
oil.
they have decent peanut butter on the shelves, but it doesn't taste as good.
Yeah.
That it's usually really, really bland, and for whatever reason, I don't know. That's the oil builds up differently. The way that they crush them is different too. So the way that I spin them, you kind of keep some of the consistency.
Mm-hmm.
It's by no means crunchy, but it definitely has a little more consistency than a whole smooth. But it's really good.
Where can people find you over the next several weeks? Because that, once you hear this, you want it, right? And we wanted it. So thank you for bringing those.
Oh, absolutely. So this weekend I have a couple events. I have Friday night. We're doing PB&J's down on the farm. There's this local farm that's down by me in Pottstown, Herd and Harvest. They're a fantastic little farm spot, very good for the community and family friendly. They have awesome ice cream. So we do like this little collab. We did it once before, and I sold out within an hour and 20 minutes. It was great. So this Friday, we're doing that tomorrow. And then Saturday, I have my slave job. And then Sunday, I have I'll be doing PB&J's again, but we'll be in the Collegeville Wegmans Shopping Center. There's an apartment building there that these high tower, like rich condos or whatever. These people love these PB&J's. I've been there once before too, so they come out and they buy them off me.
Okay.
So that's fun. So I go there and I hang out for a couple
hours. So are you? What if someone wanted to book you? Is that something you would do?
So you would go to my website. You would go to the gourmetpbnj.com, and you can fill out a form there, and I'll respond back to you within hours, and you can book me. And that's already happened probably 4 or 5 times already so far. I have a couple corporate events coming up. The bread makers, the people that own all the Stroman breads and all that kind of shit, they actually have me go into one of their corporate buildings to serve on PB&Js. How about that for
With
fucking
somebody else's
irony?
bread.
Yeah.
How about
On
that?
someone else's bread.
Absolutely.
On St. Peter's bread,
because
is
they
it?
know they don't want to eat that shit.
Yeah.
That's why.
So you're coming here for Christmas in July. What's the experience going to be like for the people? Like, do they come up to you and say, I want to order strawberry bonanza? Or are they like, Tyler, I'd like to add walnuts and chocolate drizzle and a honey and bananas. Do you do kind of whatever?
I'll run it the same way that I run when I'm out on the street. I'll bring my truck right up here, and all of your guests will come right on out, and they'll ask whatever it is that they want for, and that'll be that.
That's gonna be awesome.
And they'll be able to come right back in and eat their PB&J and drink their beer and shoot the shit about the Phils, and hopefully we can talk about some fucking wins.
One of our guys,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
one of our guys said the fuck the Mets sandwich should come with a choke warning.
Just because.
Just because.
So we appreciate you coming here. I love these sandwiches.
This is
Hopefully that,
phenomenal,
everyone.
phenomenal.
Did you eat
Nice
the whole
job.
thing? Because I was hoping
No,
to get a
Perry
bite
ate
of that. Oh, God damn it. All right. I'm going to have to get that one.
Don't worry, I brought extras, so you guys will be able to take some home.
That is great.
I hope y'all love for
That's
sure.
all we care about.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Not all.
Tyler, we appreciate you coming here.
Oh, it's
These were
fantastic.
absolutely phenomenal. We're going to talk some Phillies baseball. Stay on with us.
Yeah, we'll hang out
and
for a
we'll
minute.
kind of,
Absolutely.
see what's going on. So, guys, I wanted to talk about the trade deadline and what the wish list should be for the Phillies. So, when you kind of consider what's going on in, baseball right now with the Phillies, a lot of people are going to say right-handed bats. We have Seth Johnson, fucking Lou Trevino, Jose Alvarado, like just absolute shit coming out of the pen. I think that is our number one problem. And why I say this is, there's right-handed batters, but there's also, we have Nola and we have Alan Rangel, the G silent, like the P in bed. So I think that a left-handed reliever is the thing that I would look for the most because we don't have that right now, right? We don't have it. There's Alvarado, and am I missing someone,
Well,
guys?
Banks went down. So
Yeah,
Banks
so
is out.
there's no
Backus
one.
Stinks.
So I think the names that I would target is, you look at teams that are terrible, and the Red Sox are terrible. So you have Aroldis Chapman. That would be a nice addition. And you look at someone like AJ Minter, and yes, he's with the Mets, but he was with the Braves, so he knows the NL East. Ultimately, why I would target relievers is our guys are not going to go 7, 8, 9 innings. Like we're going to have to go 6, 7, 8, 9 to get into the playoffs here.
Yep.
I'm not targeting a premium starter because I only need 3 for the playoffs for the most part. No team kind of goes into the playoffs and we're like, oh, we need 4 starters. You may need them once or twice, right? And the right-handed batter, if Turner can do any fucking thing, like anything like he's done, I think that's kind of like we're in a good situation. So what do you guys want at the trade deadline? I want AJ Minter and I want Aroldis Chapman.
I think Chapman is the number one wish list. He's the dream pickup.
And who do you give up for him?
Whoever they want.
Whoever they want.
Whoever
Andrew
the fuck-
Painter?
Yeah.
Got him.
Painter's got to go.
I would
But
even
not
give
that
Crawford
much,
up.
I mean, yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I would give
What do you
Crawford
mean?
up.
I like the way that Hills played, and Rincones seems to be getting better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't play right, let alone center. But
No,
Marsh
but
can play center, and Hill can play
Hill,
center.
that's, so
Yeah.
that's
And
why
Trey
I'm like,
stays hot and keeps getting hot because he's had some really good at bats lately compared to earlier in the season.
anything was up from that.
So I know you're talking
Marsh
about
has been
relievers,
pretty
but
good.
here's my wish list.
Okay.
Ranger, back from the Red Sox.
That's the one you
Bader, back from the
want.
Giants.
You want that one?
And
Okay.
Chapman. Those are my 3. And
Like-
like you said, it's anybody. Prospects or suspects. We've seen it. Dugan said it 100 times. We've seen it with Painter this year again. And we've seen it with Miller. He hasn't even swung a bat this year. Not one time.
Right.
So give them up. If they want them, give them up.
I think you definitely like Painter is like worth nothing now, but like Aroldis Chapman's old, so like if you could get Painter and like Jaron Duran, they don't want him there anymore. So like there's something that you can do, and if he needs somewhere new, and they're like, hey, we want to try Crawford, we like that. I would do anything because they're good enough, but they're not good enough. And there's days like today, Ron Hell pitched 4 innings, he threw 97 pitches. And that's 4 innings. So that means we need 5 innings at that shit bullpen of Seth Johnson and Tim Mays. Like, it's just shit. And I'm against the right-handed batters being added in. So
Mike brought up a good point about Aiden Miller. Like, I think he's definitely on the block because Bohm has been playing so much better as well. And he's been playing stellar defense.
Yes. Incredible. He's like fucking Brooks Robinson.
It came out of nowhere.
Are you speaking right to Jake Herzog right now?
I hope not.
So,
Can you imagine a reindeer back?
yeah, Ron Hare.
It's like the top of Drew Brew.
Yeah.
So you are getting tons of love in the comments, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Good.
Like,
Appreciate that.
Donna, it's the best peanut butter I've ever had. One of a kind with granola and honey drizzle is delicious.
Had one.
Like there's some people that have found you already in 5 months.
Yeah, they found me.
Very cool stuff.
It's getting there.
So we have this new little segment we call the history of. And so this week, I kind of just threw it out to everybody in DPF land, and I said, hey, DM us or comment on this post if you want to, me to do a specific history of. And a gentleman named Lon Levin commented that he wanted me to do the history of the A's elephant. And so while the rest of my crew is over here eating some PB&Js, I'm going to go through the history of the A's elephant. So, like I said, DPF follower Lon Levin commented that a good history segment would be the A's elephant. And I said, I agree because I didn't know anything about it. So this all started in 1902. So the newly formed American League had a team called the Philadelphia Athletics. The team was owned by Benjamin Scheib. You guys will understand Scheib Park or remember Scheib Park. And it was managed by Connie Mack. You'll remember some DPFers went a couple years ago and cleaned Connie Mack's grave. These were two very aggressively, those two, Connie Mack and Benjamin Scheib, were aggressively signing former National League star players. The fact that this new organization was spending a lot of money irritated John McGraw, who had just became the manager of the New York Giants. So when reporters asked McGraw about the Athletics, he dismissed them, saying Scheib had a white elephant on his hands. And so what that meant was Scheib had something extremely expensive to maintain. It was more trouble than it was worth, and it was burdensome. What he was saying was the Athletics were an expensive mistake. And then miraculously, like Connie Mack must have been the man. I wish I would have hung out with him and had a whiskey, you know what I mean? But Connie Mack, being who he was, took the insult and embraced it. He made this this mascot up. He adopted it as their unofficial mascot, owning his opponent's trash talk. So 3 years later, so that was 1902. 3 years later, in 1905, the Giants met the Athletics in the World Series. The A's gave McGraw a small little white elephant as a gift, and McGraw had to eat some crow that day because the entire crowd was laughing, and he was laughing it up with them as well because he knew that after what he had said that he was wrong basically. The elephant has remained with the A's franchise through all the moves across the country, from Philly to Kansas City to Oakland. The elephant was a symbol of Connie Mack's legendary teams, part of the 5 World Series championships in Philly, and one of the oldest mascots in Major League history. And this is another version of the A's mascot as they moved around the country. And I just thought, hey, I appreciated that 4 or 5 people commented. There were a couple of like smart ass comments, which I appreciate too. But Lon's was the first that came through, and I thought, hey man, I'd like to learn a little bit about this elephant too, and I thought it was cool. So.
Very cool. Guys, I want to get into the Phillies on the 4th of July. 4th of July is my birthday, and it's Saturday.
Happy birthday.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how I'm not dead yet, so let's just get
Celebrate that.
Exactly. So
Every day after 40 is a fucking blessing.
Right.
You never know when you're gonna croak.
Exactly. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. So I tried to do like a deep dive. I used AI. I tried to figure out like what's the Phillies historical record and who's performed well and what are some of the cool games that have taken place on the 4th of July for the Phillies. And I found out that they are 106 and 107, which sounds like a lot of games on the 4th of July.
Does sound like a lot of games.
106, like baseball's only been around 150
They
years.
said they
so how
played
the fuck did they have 200
213 games on the 4th of
double
July.
headers? A lot through the 30s and 20s?
Yeah, so I'm going to get into it. Okay.
Okay.
So, apparently the
Segueing, Robin.
home record is 50 and 51 at Citizens Bank Park. They're 6-1. So they since what was it?
Wow.
2000? Yeah.
2003.
Yeah. So they played
2007.
seven July 4th games at the bank. At the Vet, they were 10 and 9, and then at Scheid Park / County Mac, they were 15 and 19. So their home record 50 and 51. You know, just below 500, but it's still cool. Anyway, so here are some interesting and bizarre games, or just things that I kind of found interesting. The very first 4th of July game that the Phillies ever played, actually they weren't even called the Phillies; they were just the Philadelphia national team. All right. July 4th, 1883, they played their first 2 4th of July games as part of a doubleheader. The Philadelphia national team defeated Providence despite trailing 11-9 after the 7th inning. How did they win that game? Because they didn't play anymore. Providence left to go catch a train, and so they ended up forfeiting the game. So
That makes sense.
So Philadelphia won that game 9-11. I don't know if that's ever happened again.
That's amazing.
Right. And then in game 2 of the set, Philadelphia fell to Boston 17-8. And both games were played at Recreation Park on Ridge Avenue in Strawberry Mansion. So if you guys are familiar with the area, nowadays it's not the best area.
There's no strawberries grown there.
That is correct. Nobody's making peanut butter and jellies on the corner down there, although.
Hey, maybe.
Right?
Might do all right there.
All right. And then the next game was a 10-inning perfect game that got ruined. So New York Giants pitcher George Hooks Wiltsey threw a 10-inning no-hitter against the Phillies on the 4th of July in 1908. The Giants won 1-0. What makes it agonizing is that Wiltsey hit a Phillies batter with 2 outs in the 9th. He was the only base runner the Phillies got all day, and it cost him a perfect game right at the finish line, right before he finished, his no-no in the 10th.
Huh.
Crazy. That blows. That's a baseball term for shit luck. All right, and then we move forward to July 4th, 1974. A butcher was born that day. Yours truly. The Phillies split a doubleheader in New York to the Mets. Game 1, they lost 5-3. Mets starter John Matlack tossed a complete game. And the Phillies' Ron Schuler gave up 5 earned runs in 4 innings pitched. And he got his 10th L of the season. So he already had 10 losses by July 4th. Needless to say, yeah, correct. They don't call us long suffering for no reason. But in game 2, they bounced back and they won 6-2. Wayne Twitchell threw a complete game. He scattered 5 hits, struck out 5. Dave Cash and Larry Bowa each went 2 for 4 and scored 2 runs. And little interesting tidbit as well. Future Phillies World Series closer Tug McGraw retired all 4 batters he faced in relief for the Mets.
Fuck the Mets.
Phillies, fuck the Mets.
The Mets.
Fuck the
Phillies
Mets.
won that game. All right. Flash forward. July 4th, 1992, my 18th birthday. Most of these games only mean something to me, or these dates anyway. So The Phillies beat the Dodgers in LA 3-2. Terry Mulholland beat Tom Candiotti. John Kruk homered off Candiotti in the fourth with a runner on base. And then there's my 21st birthday. The Phillies lost 7-0 to the Pirates in Pittsburgh.
Now you can't see the butcher.
How we doing?
I think he's trying to fucking put something over his face.
It's my birthday in 2 days.
Jesus Christ.
You're trying to
I'm trying to make you.
All right, so on my 21st birthday, Phillies lost 7-0 to the Pirates in Pittsburgh. So people asked why I got drunk that day. There's a fucking good reason. And then on my 50th birthday 2 years ago, they lost to the Cubs 10-2 in Chicago. Sanchez took the loss. However, Castellanos hit a home run.
Who died?
Who died? Yeah.
Exactly. So something else that happened, it was in 1976, July 4th, 1976, on the bicentennial. Tim McCarver hit a grand slam single. All right. They were playing the Pirates in Pittsburgh. In the second inning, McCarver crushed what should have been a glorious grand slam over the right field wall. However, in his excitement running around the bases, he accidentally passed his teammate, Gary Maddox, on the base path. By rule, McCarver was called out. Maddox and the other runners still scored. McCarver was officially credited with a 3-run single. How fucked
3-run
up is that?
single.
And you know who else McCarver played for?
The Mets.
Fuck the Mets. Right? And then I did find out that the first time the Phillies ever did fireworks after a home game was 1975.
Huh.
Wow.
Right? So that's a little July 4th trivia for you.
Rob, I'm having difficulty. Like, I'm looking at you on the screen here, and I'm looking at you to the right. So I'm like, I don't know fucking which one to do.
Just fuck the Mets and
Right.
in any direction.
So-
land.
July 4th and these holidays, the one thing that stood out to me is like the Phillies should play on Labor Day, Memorial Day, and 4th of July
Correct.
until they shit the bed. And then I'm like, thank fucking God they didn't play today
Stop
because like
ruining
I'm
my
so
holidays.
pissed off.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Renee's like, please don't fucking lose on 4th of July because he's going to be a fucking asshole.
So Nora says happy birthday, Butcher.
Thank you.
And Sig said it's his old man's birthday. That's why they had the barbecue.
Nice. Happy birthday, Mr. Sig.
All right, so I want to do blind rankings, and Tyler, I want to do blind rankings with you. So we kind of give like an idea, or it's an overarching thing, and yours is going to be 4th of July foods. I'm going to give you in a random order, and you give number 1 through 5.
All right.
Okay? And much like these guys are saying, I'm going to read them in the exact order. There is no thing that's hidden. I only do that to them because they're assholes to me.
Fair enough.
Guilty.
Hot dogs.
Oh, 5.
All right. Cheeseburgers.
3.
Watermelon.
2.
Corn on the cob.
1.
Apple pie.
I wish I would have said that. 4.
Ha! Told you. Fuck
See,
you.
and that's what he's going to
Fuck
say. He's
me.
going to blame me. I'm like,
Fuck
it's
me
in the
in the
fucking
head.
order.
Fuck
Yeah,
me,
this
dude.
is
Apple
the
pie
problem.
should go for number 1.
He's
Obviously.
like, I got this.
You didn't do nothing wrong to me. You brought awesome sandwiches or having a good talk. Like, no, they've been
Suck.
assholes.
I did warn him before the episode that I was an asshole. So
I think that was good. They want to switch one around, but I'm not there yet. Like, they want to be like, all right, now that you did 1 through 5, I want to like switch one of the positions. But I
That's
think
all
that
good.
was pretty good.
That's good. It's fair. It's a fair
So
assessment.
just so you know,
I just fucking hate hot dogs.
Donna wants to know is 1 good or bad? 1 is the best. 5 is
Yes.
5 is the
lowest.
worst, right? Yeah.
Not the worst, just the lowest.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
in hot dogs. It's the
Right. It's you. Did,
Stop it.
I know you guys love hot dogs. I'm sorry.
no, it's all right. We,
It's all right.
we do love hot dogs, but
Dollar hot dogs.
Yeah. Well, they need to bring that back. The fucking Phils.
well, it's because
You know.
people like the butcher.
Well,
yeah.
well, when they had dollar dogs, they at least could fucking win a couple games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now they're like, we get people to come out anyway. We don't need dollar dogs. We're gonna do $10 dogs.
Yeah, that's good business.
4th of July activities.
Okay.
Watching fireworks.
1,
Grilling in the backyard.
2,
Going to a parade.
5,
Playing cornhole.
4,
Sitting around a bonfire or a fire.
3.
Okay.
That's a pretty fair assessment.
It's pretty just straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I read them in order. I want you to verify that they were in the order that I wrote them. There was no tricks. All right.
That was awesome.
Mike, I feel like you're a little bit more musical than myself or Rob, so I'm going to give you 5 patriotic songs.
All right, let's do it.
Born in the USA.
Born in the USA. 5. I can't fucking spring.
All right. God Bless the USA.
Ooh, 2.
Star Spangled Banner.
I'm gonna go 1.
All right.
Yeah.
It's America the Beautiful.
3.
Okay. And I did fuck you on this one. So, but it's the order that it is. Tyler knows.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Because I know you're a
I'll
country
vote for it.
fan.
Yeah, no, but I'm okay with that.
All right. So that kind of worked out. That was good.
I love those, man. Nice job.
Thank you.
Oop, don't love that.
Nothing just happened, I promise.
Oh, geez. I have a lot of paper towels here.
All right, guys, I want to talk about real quick about the Phillies odds in terms of betting and all that stuff. Obviously, because that's what I need.
And if any of the betting websites want to give us a call or a DM,
Well, I'm about to.
We're not against it.
I'm about to rule them with these amazing lines and odds, which I got from FanDuel.com.
ooh,
Yeah. So right now, the current Phillies, the current odds for the Phillies to win the World Series are plus 1,200. So that's actually down from the last time we did this. I think they were at 16.
Yep.
And then to win the pennant, 600. So they're plus 600. So those went down as well because I think they were about 8 or 9 at that time.
Oh, I think it was more than that.
So translate to people that don't bet what plus 600 means.
It just means if you put down $100, you'll win back 600.
Okay.
So plus 1,200 to win the World Series if you went on FanDuel or any of the other apps, probably FanDuel, I would imagine. And you put down $100 for the Phillies to win the World Series and they pulled it out, you would get back 1,200. Simple as that. To win the NL East, they're plus 130. So
that's way down.
That's way down.
That's way down.
Correct.
That's like it was 8 or 900, wasn't it?
Yes. And if you recall, this one's nuts. To win a playoff series, they're minus 160 to minus 180. So they're favored. So if you put down 160, you win 100.
Right.
So that sounds pretty fucking. I know that's a lot.
Do you guys
lower
bet?
than it was.
Does anyone here bet?
Every now and then. Every now and then.
I'll put a
No,
dollar.
but like
I put together
prop bets in the Super Bowl, that kind of thing.
correct.
I was like, baseball, I don't bet on as much or really at all because, like, I don't want to bet for or against the Phillies.
Because you'd be mad either way.
Yeah. Sarah, that was the only one of those.
Okay. I was
So-
gonna say, there's
One of
a
those.
lot in there.
See if you can find one.
But I was just kind of curious,
Wanna
like,
do the
See if you can find
when
one
you
of those.
bet, would you do like $5 and bet 3 things? Do you
Yes.
bet like, oh, it's, Sanchez over 10 Ks? Like, what are you doing? Prop bets?
I would, if I were to bet, I would probably do something like that, like a parlay where you pick a few different things
Okay.
and put down $5, maybe to win like 60. And it depends on what you're doing.
there it is.
Howard, Jesus Christ. Harper gets a hit.
that for you?
Sanchez gets 6 strikeouts and the Phillies win the game. And you parlay those 3 things together, and you combine the odds. So if you throw down 5, depending on the odds, you could win back like 30.
Because some of it, like, I think that we don't want to just bet 5 to win 5.
Right.
Because you could bet $5 that Turner's going to swing it at a fucking slider on the outside. Did they have this bet, Rob?
They show that.
Is he going to swing at a slider on the outside that's not a strike?
That's really specific. You might have to get a guy.
Okay.
He might not have an app. He might just have like an alley where he takes bets.
Because last year, this Indians pitcher that I became friends of, he was like, I'm going to throw an outside ball as first pitch. And I was like, he fucking told me this. I'm gonna bet
Clace,
$100.
that guy Clace.
From what I understand, is not permissible.
Betting on pitches anymore.
Well,
Right?
I think you can bet. I don't think you can bet on individual pitches here in the States.
Cheating's not permissible.
Correct.
Oh.
Correct.
Hmm.
So I got a couple more things here. So Cy Young odds. We have Christopher Sanchez is plus 250. So that's pretty good. Pretty good bet. So if you put down 100, you get back 250 if he wins.
I like that a lot.
And then Wheeler, I don't understand how this is real. Wheeler's plus 3,000.
So you know why? Because he's not qualified yet. So he is almost qualified. You have to pitch as many innings as the games that your team has played, and he's like
just
5 or 7 innings off. So
that's why he was bad last night.
So as soon as he gets in that contest, I bet you that goes way down.
He was real mad last night.
He was, and I don't blame him.
Like,
That's
and do you hear what Donnie Ballgame said?
I'm trying to win games, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't care what.
And I agree with that.
Good for him.
Zach
and
needs
he
to.
was right. He said, I got 2 fucking bullpen games
I was
every 5. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got a question from Robert. What are the odds Trey's going to swing at pitches in the dirt?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to have to contact FanDuel and see what they say.
Oh, one more. Is there an over/under on meatballs by Nola?
We're going to have to take that. We're going to have to look that up. Something's happening. All right. And then, okay, so MVP odds real quick, and then we'll wrap this up.
Yeah.
Schwarber plus 3,000, Harper plus 5,000, and then Marsh is like part of the field. So that's anybody else, of, other than the favorites, plus 8,000. So if you want to put down $10 on Marsh to win the MVP, you get back 800.
800. That's not a bad bet.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all, and it makes it fun, right?
Yeah.
And I really think based on the season that he's having, that he'll get some votes. I don't think anybody's going to win it over Ohtani for the next however many years
10
he
years.
pitches. Cocksucker. So anyway,
Can I ask that question?
yeah.
Should these boys be hitting the home run derby like Harper and Schwarber? Because I'd rather them rest their body. They said if
I
they're
think they need to just
I
because
don't.
it's in Philly.
I don't.
If they're invited, I think they need to.
I don't. I think they're.
Hey, let them crack them.
No.
You know, fuck
I
it.
think
Let them fucking go, man.
No.
Let them go.
I think Schwarber should sit out because he's been dinged up lately. I think Harper should just go for it. Yeah, my opinion.
Harper's got something to
Yeah.
prove.
Then his back will be blown out for the rest.
Hey,
of the
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
Hey, you
I
know
want
what?
them for the whole.
Hey, maybe he's got to prove it. Maybe he's got to prove himself.
Speaking of the All-Star game,
Oh,
should we do some trivia?
Oh.
We got a segue? Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Look at this. It's like we
this
prepared.
is the smoothest podcast.
In the history of
Say,
baseball,
in terms of
podcasts.
baseball podcasts on Spotify,
All right,
Smoothest.
I'm gonna do like some of these rapid style, and I'm gonna do some of these where I'm gonna look to the audience for, to answer. So, what was the year that the first All-Star game was played? Does anybody know?
42, no,
20.
47.
37.
I would say 26.
What'd you say?
26.
No, close. 1933.
Ah,
Okay.
Where was it?
Brooklyn.
I was gonna say New York.
Ohio.
Chicago.
Chicago.
All
Where?
right.
Ah,
Polo grounds.
I guess it would have been Wrigley.
Comiskey Park.
Comiskey.
He
Okay.
shakes his head and says Comiskey.
I'm like,
Of course
He's
you
like,
fucking
that's right,
did.
you're wrong.
I was like,
Damn,
"Ah."
no.
He's like,
No.
You're in
All
the
right.
right
So,
city."
who has the record for the most hits in All-Star game history?
So you figure it has to be someone who's been elected 1,000
Mhm.
times. So I'm going Willie Mays,
That's correct. Bonus question: how many hits?
26.
Very close.
27,
No,
31.
25.
23 hits
23.
in 82 plate appearances.
Jesus God.
So cool.
That's more than Stubbs will get all year.
That's true.
Or
Although
should.
he might pinch run for Schwarber that many times.
He'll throw more innings, though.
What pitcher has the most All-Star game appearances all time?
Nolan Ryan.
On the same ilk, but not Nolan Ryan.
Don Sutton.
Fergie
No.
Jenkins.
No.
Sandy Koufax is not eligible
Steve
because that was only
Carlson.
10 years. Yeah.
Tom Seaver.
Fuck the Mets. We have to
Fuck
say
the
that.
Yankees. How about
Huh.
Fuck
As the
Yankees.
same ilk as Nolan Ryan? No one.
fuck Houston?
Yeah,
fuck
Raj?
Clemens?
The Rocket?
Wait,
oh,
how
wow.
many? Take a stab.
How many All-Star games?
12.
Appearances?
Appearances.
Wow.
Very close.
11.
Very close.
13.
10.
10, yeah.
Who hit the only All-Star game grand slam?
Hank Aaron. He did it wrong.
Negative.
What?
He does not have an All-Star game grand slam.
What year was it?
So that was my bonus question, but I'll give it to
All
you.
right.
1983.
Gary Carter.
No.
No.
Dawson.
No.
Yastrzemski.
Fred Lynn.
Fred Lynn. That's all.
It was in San Fran. I remember watching it.
The record for the most teams represented is held by Gary Sheffield and Moises Alou. How many teams did they both represent in the All-Star game?
4.
Close.
Gotta go bigger then, right, Tyler? 5.
5 is
Five.
correct.
Yeah.
Can you name them?
For who? Both of them or any of them?
Gil Sheffield.
All right. The Marlins,
Yep.
the Mets, the Padres,
Marlins, yes. Padres, yes.
Brewers.
No.
Yankees?
Yes.
God, he was a Yankee.
Yeah. We only have 3.
Dodgers and Braves.
I was going to say who's
Dodgers.
Moises Alou?
Expos.
Yes.
Marlins?
Yes.
Giants.
Yes.
Where else did he play? Hold on. Don't say it.
Should we just go through them all? I'm like,
I'm trying to.
Cubs and Astros.
Cubs. That was
So I just want to stop for a second and
Yeah.
I want to tell my Alou story.
Do it.
So I would call Howard Eskin and give my fake names and say I was Steve from Glenside or Johnny from Chichester. So he was calling and asking who are the most famous brothers in sports, like in any sport. So like I knew the Alou brothers, which would have been Moises' dad and his brother. His uncles were in there, and there was 3 of them. So I knew that there was 3. I call Howard, and I'm like, Howard, the 4 Alou brothers. And he's like, you moron, there's only 3 Alou. I says, you don't know what you're talking about. There's 4. He goes, go ahead, name them, genius. So I said, Philippe, Moses, Jesus, and Boog. He's like, Boog is Boog Powell. That's not. I says, Howard, you never heard of Boogaloo? Boogaloo, dance? And he's like, you moron. He was going on like a tirade for about an hour on that. But I loved calling Howard. Oh, I missed doing that.
We have time for 3 more?
Yeah.
Quickly?
Yeah.
All right. Pete Rose holds the record for most positions played in the All-Star game. How many did he play?
6.
Close.
I think that's 5.
5 positions. Can you name them?
In a game.
Second,
single game?
thirds, left, right, and first. Yeah.
First base, yeah.
Good job. First, second, third, left, and right.
In one game?
No.
Oh, okay.
In all of his
okay,
time.
total. All right.
3 players have hit walk-off home runs in the All-Star game. Who are they?
Johnny Callison,
That is right. Bonus question. What year?
1964.
That's correct. Does anybody know the other 2?
Manny Ramirez.
No.
Walk-offs. Yeah, no, I don't remember any.
Pre-1964.
Oh, shit.
all right.
You'll
I
know
guess
the
you
2
go
players.
Lou Gehrig,
No.
Babe Ruth,
No.
DiMaggio,
Harmon Killebrew.
No.
pre-64. You're like, I don't know, Yogi Berra.
Cobb.
Ted Williams and Stan Musial. Ted Williams in
Okay.
1942. Stan Musial in 1955. And last but certainly not least, what team has never hosted the All-Star game? Every other team has hosted at least once.
Current team.
Current team.
Sacramento A's.
No, because they're still considered given days. They did at the Coliseum.
Come on, Mike. Give me a half a point.
Rockies?
Colorado? Yeah, I was thinking Colorado.
Colorado
No?
has hosted.
Tampa.
Yes.
Can't
Tampa.
hold it
Tampa?
off.
I think they were supposed to and then their shit fell down, right?
This is another thing that I like. I had like 50 of these, dude. So I boiled it down to the ones I thought were cool.
No, those were good.
So I want to talk about what do we do about Nola.
DFA.
Well, we know that Dombrowski's not going to do that
I
because
know.
he is always like, he doesn't want to say he's wrong. And I think that's a difficult part with this guy. You know, he doesn't want to admit he's wrong. Does anyone else know someone who doesn't want to admit they're wrong? I was just looking
in the crowd.
I was just looking in the crowd, not at someone in particular. But how do you hide someone who's unhideable when you have a bunch of bullpen guys that are unhideable too?
So then do something different. Put them out in the second or third. Have someone else start for them.
Second or
Do
third
something
base?
different. No,
I was like, I was with you with second and third. I thought second and third base might work out.
That might be a better fit.
No. He's
So
not
the
very
problem
quick.
is
He's not very quick.
We're already doing the opener thing with our fifth starter. And our fourth starter, now we need an opener.
That's
We
right.
only really need to
This
worry
is
about
why
3 or 4.
earlier I said go get Ranger back.
No, we
Yeah,
only really need
maybe.
to worry about 3 or 4. We don't have to really worry about 5. We have to go to the playoffs.
This is why I said that I still think that a starter is on the list in terms of what we have to pick up, because they're not going to put Nola in the bullpen. They may. They're
See,
not. They can't do anything with him in terms of like the FA option. Like he's out. They can't option him. He's getting paid too much, and he's going to start games unless we get another one of those phantom fucking IL stints, which, it's pretty obvious that we can't do that because there's nobody else. There's nobody else in the system. There's nobody else on this roster.
But try something a little different. Then you put someone there for an inning, or then put them out.
I mean,
They are-
anyone.
Why not try?
Sarah?
Why not try?
Tyler?
Why not
Mike?
try?
I'll try it.
I
Anyone.
can't go
Anyone.
that far. I can't go that far.
I mean, basically at this point, the Phillies should be like, do you have a pulse? Can you get through the 4th inning? Like, it's an automatic upgrade if you can do either of those.
Without throwing 120 pitches.
In 4 innings, that's good, right? Nora wants us to trade, but I just don't know what we're gonna get.
No one
trade.
wants that.
Yeah,
And there's
it's
something
tough,
actually
right?
really go out and get though either. That's a problem.
I want to trade him for something valuable, and valuable
You know, a
is
sandwich.
I would think Tyler would say no.
Might be.
Tyler would hang up the phone. He'd be like, absolutely not.
No, we're good.
See, baseball's not like basketball.
Can't give 'em
where
away.
They just trade contracts.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so hard. Is that
The only thing-
their players union is way too powerful.
Nola does do good in like high tense situations. Like look at Italy and look when he has to like pitch to his brother. Like
Well, every blind
if he
fucking
feels-
squirrel finds a nut every now and
Because
then.
he had espresso.
no, but when he
We
maybe
posted that the
espresso.
other day.
Maybe we need espresso.
That could be, Rob.
You know?
I know you're working on
Can we figure
Yeah,
that
coffee
one out?
thing.
speaking of which,
No, because he did good for Italy,
I love
right?
coffee.
Oh, then that's my guy right there. That's my guy.
I just find it
There's something
difficult
wrong. There's something wrong.
for us to be able to go through and know that we're going to lose 2 out of 5 days.
Right.
And that's not sustainable. And we're like talking about playoffs. And I'm like, playoffs, we're losing 2 out of 5 games.
Right, you're asking the others to be perfect, and
Well,
that's not okay.
Exactly.
That's like if we go into the season saying we're going to win 3 out of 5 games, we'll take it. But that's asking Wheeler, Luzardo, who we know isn't perfect,
And
and
Sanchez.
Sanchez to be perfect, and that's not with this offense either.
Yeah. Rob, I know you came all this way to get your last segment in about the bench. And I know.
Someone took my fucking notebook.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
it's
there's
not a
fucking-
surprise. Someone did take
there's a
Rob's
sandwich all
notebook.
over it. I can't read it right now.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
fucking berries fell off.
I so appreciate you coming, and I've never felt like I was like talking with stuff in my mouth the entire time, and I loved it. So
It's
you're welcome. Every Thursday we
man.
have it at 7 p.m.
Perfect.
Tyler, you have to come.
Great,
We'll
great
get our
sandwich
orders
every
in.
time.
But thank you so much for coming.
Oh, perfect. It's
So
awesome.
Gourmet PB&J.
Yep.
Check them out on Facebook. We're going to be constantly posting about them. They're going to be out and about in the community, but they will also come to your house like they are for the DPF Garage. We're doing a Christmas in July.
Yep.
It's people that kind of are subscribers or people that I like, minus Rob and Mike.
I'll be sad.
They're coming as well.
They're coming, but you might not like them.
But I appreciate you, and I just want to say fuck the Mets and let's beat the Royals. Happy 4th of July,
let's beat
everyone.
the
Happy
fucking
4th of
Royals.
July.
Happy
Fuck
Right.
Joe Carter.
Stay safe. Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, Butcher.
Do a ride share. Do not be a moron.
Yep, that's right. Drive safe.